Hello, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of Here Comes Trouble. Yes, that's me, Trouble. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, just push that button right there and subscribe, because you never know what girlfriend gonna talk about. Well, before I start on my different topics, I would like to send out a congratulations to my Facebook friend, Tim Robinson. Congratulations, darling. Well, he did his first talk show on radio station 99.9 WFRE yesterday. And from what I learned, this had been a dream of his to be on a radio station. So, congratulations, Tim. Now, if you would like to listen to Tim, you can hear him every Sunday between 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. on station 99.9 WFRE. Although I have not listened to him yet, I do plan on listening to him next Sunday. And, I hope I pray I can get the radio station. It's a radio station that's located in Frederick, Maryland. Well, as I'm going on, I've got some notes that I've written down. Oh, and then I say, how you doing? Well, I didn't say, how you doing? I'm sorry. I have to say, how you doing? I hope you're doing great. I'm so sorry if I didn't say that in the beginning. Because, my girl, when you win, she always asks the question, how you doing? So I, too, am going to ask the question, how you doing? Well, as you all know, I'm a huge Caps fan. And the way that I keep up with what's going on with my Caps players and the Caps organization is I always follow on Facebook, on Instagram, and on Twitter some of the magazines or some of the online magazines. Of course, the Washington Post, they keep up. They talk about the Caps every once in a while, so I read about them in the Washington Post. But I also follow Rushing Machine Never Breaks, Nova Caps, Friends in Cold Places, and they are awesome at keeping up with what's going on with the Caps, with what's going on with the players. If I'm not mistaken, I think Nova Caps has a podcast that they do as well. Like I said, I haven't listened to them, but I plan on to. Well, I also on Instagram I follow a young woman by the name of Stephanie Mina. She has a swimwear store. It's called Bandit Swimwear. And she's a local gal. And her swimwear is just, oh my gosh, her swimwear is so beautiful. Oh, and, I haven't yet purchased anything from her online store, but I do plan on to. Because, it's summer and it's time for me to go swimming. I also follow on my Instagram, I follow a Christian clothing store called Reagan 25. I just love them. I love the positiveness of them. Then I also follow Diva Curl, which is a hair product for those that have natural hair. And as you know, my hair is natural. Sometimes I wear it out. Sometimes I wear it up in a ponytail. But I haven't yet tried their products. But I hear it is good for natural hair. And I do plan on purchasing at least one of the products to try it on my hair. And if you see me looking over here or looking, because I'm looking at my notes. Now, I'm going to get down to a little bit of seriousness. As we all know, the Orlando shooting, that's so sad. it was senseless. And I was on my Facebook page, and there was a comment that Neve from Catfish. If you ever watched the show Catfish, then you know who Neve is. He's a cutie too. I mean, gosh, the man is a cutie. I think he's just so cute. Yes, Neve, I think you're cute. But he has a show called Catfish. But on my Facebook page was posted a statement that he had made, and which is, knock on wood, so true. And he was saying that if we treated those that wanted to buy guns like we treat women who wants to get abortions, I think we'll have less problem with gun violence. Because, you know, when a woman wants to have an abortion, and see, this should also happen for those that want to buy guns, there should be a 48-hour waiting period. They should get, I know this is going to sound silly, but they should get parental permission, or they should have a note from a doctor saying that they're sane enough to own a gun, and that they understand the responsibility of owning a gun. And then they should have to watch a video about gun violence. Not only that, but there should only be one gun store per city, per state, where the person will have to drive thousands of miles just to get to that gun store, will have to stay in a strange city, take off from work, and then as they're walking up to the gun store, make them have to walk through a gauntlet of protesters. I think if people who wanted guns had to do all of that, we would have less people getting killed. There should also be a restriction on what types of guns you can own. Because, to tell you the truth, who needs an AK-47? Who needs an automatic? But again, you know, like I said, and I agree with Neve, if we treat people who want to purchase guns like we treat women who want to have an abortion, there would probably be less guns on the street and less multi-killings. I don't know if that would solve the problem. It may solve the problem, but then again, it may not. Then you have illegal guns. But it was just sensitive. And then what I don't understand, this man was on the FBI watch list, and yet nothing was done. He called 911, pledging his allegiance to ISIS, and yet nothing was done. There's a real problem with this. There's a whole host of problems with this. How can you be on the FBI watch list and nothing is done to you? You don't get pulled in for psychological evaluation or any. There is a problem, people. But it was just nonsense that this has happened. I mean, this happened at a time when people were having a good time. They were celebrating being who they are. And for me, I believe people should be able to live the way they want to live, love who they want to love. But of course, we live in a world where there are people out here who believe that if you love the same sex person, you're going to hell. But again, I always say, who are we to judge who someone can love and how someone can live? And, you know, I'm straight, but I'm not narrow. And I support the LGBT community. I support their efforts in helping those who have yet to come out to family and friends. People should not be scared to come out to their family and friends. I'm like this. I don't care what you do behind closed doors. If finding love means you finding love with the same sex, as long as you are happy, I'm happy for you. Everybody deserves to be loved. Everybody deserves to be happy. Now, I know a lot of people are not going to agree with me, but I don't care. I just think senseless shootings like this should not happen. And I believe that I don't know what the solution is. I don't know what the solution is when it comes to gun control. But I think that, there needs to be more talk about this. Like I said, everyone has the right to bear arms, but nobody has the right to take anyone's life. That's nobody's right. And what happened in Orlando was sad. But it happens so often that it's like we're like almost becoming like what our foreign countries are dealing with. Because you read all the time about over in the foreign countries where there's so many killings that it's almost, almost on a daily basis. And that's what this country is going to turn into if we don't do something about it. Like I said, I don't know what the answer is to the gun violence, but it needs to stop. People, we need to, when they always talk about Black Lives Matter, it's time that we start talking about how every life matters. Every life matters. There's a hashtag going around that says straight but not narrow. That says a lot. And we all should come together as a community and support one another. That's all I have to say about that. I'm not going to say any more because it just upsets me. It just upsets me that we are living in a world where, we can't love like we should. We can't be happy to be loved. Our children can't be, we can't, safety is now become a big issue. So, I'm not going to say any more about it because it always gets me upset. But I'm going to move on. I'm going to move on. I would like to say for all of those that are celebrating birthdays in the month of June, happy birthday. My daughter, she celebrates her birthday this month. In fact, this week. Happy birthday, sweetie. Mommy loves you. And I'd love to give a special birthday greeting to Luca Carlson. He is John and Gina Carlson's son. John Carlson is a player for the Washington Capitals. His son is celebrating a birthday this week. Actually celebrates it on Wednesday. I follow both of them on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And I would just like to say thank you guys for sharing those beautiful pictures of your son. Thank you for letting us fans. Thank you for letting us fans share in such a special time for you all. Luca, I hope you enjoy your birthday week. I hope you have had as much cake and ice cream as one little one can possibly have. Happy first birthday. Happy birthday to you and to my daughter. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to all the June birthdays. And if you have a birthday coming up next month, please let me know. If you have something special going on in your life, please leave a comment. Let me know. And again, if you have yet to follow my channel, just press that button and subscribe. As they say on Soul Train. Peace, love, and soul. Bye-bye.